Hi, I'm Mike Gray from Creative Photography, and today I'm going to talk to you about portrait photography. A lot of people say when they come on our courses that it's all well and good having thousands of pounds worth of gear, but what if we haven't? What if we haven't got a lot of expensive equipment? Can we still take good photographs? So today what we're going to do is we're going to go out and about with just some standard gear, and we're going to see if we can take some really cracking pictures with just one camera and one lens. Now normally I'll use a camera like this in my professional day job. This is a D800 with a 70-200 lens, which is probably about £3,500–4,000. But today, all I'm going to use is this. I'm going to use a Nikon D5100 with an 85mm lens. Now this is perfect for portrait photography, as we're going to see. Now I shoot all the time in manual mode, but if you're unfamiliar with manual mode, the best setting to go for today would be to A, which is aperture value. Now aperture is the hole through the middle of the lens. Let me show you with this lens here. Can you see that's the aperture opening and closing? There. You can also see it on the back of some cameras. This one here, you can see as you go down to f2.8, f2, f1.8, see the circle getting wider there? That shows you the aperture is opening, which is what we want. Now, also, with aperture value, the fail-safe mode is going to ISO sensitivity settings and use auto ISO, here it's on, there, and also, important, set the minimum shutter speed. Now, the minimum shutter speed ideally should be around 100th of a second. That'll ensure you get sharp shots all the time. And those settings should allow us to get some cracking photos without too much messing around. Now, the aperture is the hole through the middle of the lens, as we saw earlier. And the bigger the hole through the middle of the lens, the more it affects the depth of field. And I'm going to show you how it affects it by taking a few shots of Courtney at different apertures, starting at f1.8 and going all the way up to f11. We're going to see how that makes the depth of field larger the higher up we go the aperture range. An easy way to demonstrate how lenses work is if you grab a pen and put it close to your eyes and focus on the pen, and you'll see the pen's in focus, and with your peripheral vision you'll see the background's quite out of focus. Now then, if you move the pen further away from your face, you'll see the pen is still in focus, but the background will be more in focus. That's exactly the same way lenses work. One of the biggest mistakes people make in portrait photography is to have their subject right next to, say, where they're photographing them, a wall for example. So what we're going to show here, we're going to show the difference between having our subject right next to the wall, and then we're going to bring Courtney away from the wall and show you how much the picture can be improved by having your subject closer to the camera and with your wall further away. I'll just show you. Now here, I'm going to take a picture of Courtney looking along the line of the wall. Again, so Courtney's face will be in focus, and as the wall goes out of focus towards the distance, it'll give us a very, very nice effect. Now notice I've sat Courtney down here, and she's going to look towards me, and I'm sitting towards where the light is coming from the sun. So although it's a bit cloudy and it's a bit overcast, the light is coming from that direction, therefore that's the direction I'm going to get Courtney to look at. We've come down underneath the harbour in St Peterport here, and it's quite dark and dingy, but we're going to use this to our advantage. What we're going to do is we're going to change the mood of our portrait shots now using some off-camera flash, and we're going to pose our model Courtney over in the corner there and light her from the side, and we're going to show how you can change the mood of a picture completely just using a little bit of flash off away from the camera. Areas like this that have got big natural openings are great also, because this light comes down, and as it comes through the opening, it's almost like a big softbox like we use down the studio, and this gives great catch lights in the eyes. I'm going to take a couple of pictures using just a reflector with Courtney. We can see a reflector in action. You see here, she's going to reflect some light back into Courtney's face. And you see the difference there? You see there's really nice light being reflected in. And this is just natural light being reflected back into Courtney's face. It's just a really soft, natural light. Nothing too harsh, nothing too hard, but really soft. Another advantage of using wide apertures like f1.8 is, as we've seen earlier, it throws the background out of focus nicely. But we can also use that to our advantage. If the background isn't that as exciting, what we can do is we can throw it out of focus using, again, if you remember the pencil test, we're going to bring our model close to us and have the Christmas tree in the background far away, so it gives a nice soft out of focus look to the picture. Here we are in the back streets of town, and what we're going to do is we're going to use a technique. We're going to underexpose the background, and we're going to light our subject again with a bit of off-camera flash, but this time from slightly above her head, so it throws some shadows over her eyes. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the mood completely. So we're going to go for like a bit of a grungy look.